And welcome back to another episode of Slick Picks. Merry Christmas. It is Friday night and we're gonna go over some games this weekend. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a good day watching sports, betting on sports. I know we had a lot of NBA basketball today and some NFL. Last episode we went 5-2, up 2.56 units. That brings our year total to 92, 99, and 1, up 60.61 units. Closing in on the end of the year, so we'll have to start over on the year to date. But we have a lot to go over. As a Christmas present, I'm going to give a pick for every single NFL game this weekend. Doesn't mean that I'm betting every single NFL game this weekend, but if you have a favorite team and you want to know what angle to bet them, you're in luck. I'm going to give two stats per game and give you what I would pick. So we'll start off with the Buccaneers at the Lions. The Buccaneers are a 10-point favorite. The over-under is set at 54.5. Tampa Bay is 5-1 on the road this year. Detroit has gone over 6 of 8 games. My pick on this one is over 54.5. Buccaneers are going to score a lot of points. Detroit's defense isn't that good, and I can see Stafford scoring some points too. Next, we got the 49ers at the Cardinals. Arizona is a 4.5-point favorite. The over-under is set at 47.5. San Francisco is 1-6 against the spread in their last 7. Arizona is 2-5 against the spread in their last 6. My pick on this is Arizona by 4.5. They're playing decently good ball, and they have to win to stay in playoff contention. I think the wheels have pretty much fallen off in San Francisco. So I'm going to go Arizona 4.5 on this one. So we got the Dolphins at the Raiders. Miami is a 3-point favorite, and the over-under is set at 47.5. Miami is 9-1 against the spread. Las Vegas is 1-4 against the spread. We have Mariota playing quarterback for the Oakland Raiders, which I don't know if it was on Slick and Juicy or where I said it, but I kind of jokingly said that Mariota would be in the same spot as Tannehill was last year. So it's kind of funny to see that playing out a little bit. I can see an upset here. Las Vegas is playing close ball. Had a heartbreaker against the Chargers. Dolphins are just in a letdown spot. They have to win here. Playing on the road, I've got Las Vegas money line plus 120. Got the Falcons at the Chiefs. The Chiefs are a 10.5-point favorite. Over-under is set at 54.5. Atlanta has gone under 4 of its last 5. Kansas City is 0-5-1 against the spread. I'm going to go ahead and say under 54.5 here. I just really don't see the Falcons scoring a lot of points outside of the dome. I would imagine there'd be some elements here. Usually when you see dome teams going into cold weather, you don't see a lot of points. Kansas City just hasn't proven that they can break away from the pack and spread out the score. I feel like they should have beat the Saints by at least 14, maybe 17 points last week, and they couldn't get it done. Just kind of kept them close. So I'm going to go under the 54.5. We've got the Bears at the Jaguars. Chicago is 2-4 against the spread. Jacksonville has lost 10 straight. I'm going to go Chicago minus 7.5 here at minus 105. Like I said last week, I really like Trubisky playing quarterback in this offense, and Jacksonville, only thing they got to play for is Trevor Lawrence, number 1 overall pick. So I expect them to lose out. We got the Bengals at the Texans. Houston is a 7.5-point favorite. Over under 46.5. Cincinnati has gone under 4 of their last 5. Houston has gone under 5 of 6. Coming off a big win against Pittsburgh, I think Deshaun Watson's playing well, but other than that, Houston is a dumpster fire. I'm going to go Cincinnati plus 7.5. Touchdown is a lot, especially between these two teams. I'm not going to say that Cincinnati's going to win, but I can see them keeping it around 3 points. Next, we got the Browns at the Jets. Cleveland is a 9.5-point favorite. Over under set at 47.5. Cleveland is 3-6 against the spread. The Jets are 4-2 against the spread. I've got the pick 47.5 minus 106. Don't think the Jets are going to score many points. And the Browns have proven that they can score points, but 47.5 is a lot. I wouldn't expect the Browns to score 47.5 by themselves. We've got the Colts at the Steelers. I think this is the game of the week. Got Indianapolis as a 1.5 point favorite. Over under set at 44.5. Indianapolis is 4-2 against the spread in their last 6. Pittsburgh is 1-4 against the spread in their last 5. I've got Pittsburgh money line plus 106. I think this is a bounce back game. This is a game that they have to win, and I'm not super convinced on Indianapolis, especially if Philip Rivers has to run for his life against that defense. I'm going to go Pitt money line on this. Got the Giants at the Ravens. The Ravens are a 10.5 point favorite. Over under is set at 43.5. The Giants have gone under 5 of their last 5. Baltimore is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5. I've got under 43.5 here. Really don't see the Giants scoring any points, especially if they're going to do that going for it on fourth down stuff again. And I don't see Baltimore scoring a ton of points. You can see a 24-10 type game here. So we got the Panthers at the Washington football team. Washington is a 1 point favorite, over under 41.5. Carolina has gone over 4 of its last 6. Washington is 5-0 against the spread in their last 5. I've got Washington -1 at -105. I think Washington wins this game. Hopefully Alex Smith plays, but if they win this, they're in, and I think they'll take care of business. We've got the Broncos at the Chargers. The Chargers are a 3 point favorite, over under 49. Denver has gone under 4 of their last 6. Chargers are 2-6 against the spread in their last 7. My pick is over 49, -110. These are just 2 really bad defenses and 2 quarterbacks that can throw the ball and score a lot of points between Drew Lock and Herbert if they're in the right situation. I think they're going to be in the right situation with these 2 defenses. Over 49.5. That's my pick on that. Another game that I'm really looking forward to, we got the Rams at the Seahawks. The Seahawks are a 1.5 point favorite, over under at 47.5. The Rams are 4-2 against the spread. Seattle is 2-5 against the spread. I'm going to take Seattle 1.5. We've seen Seattle play weird, close games. I can see this being a 4-point, 3-point type game. Not convinced on the Rams. Haven't been convinced on the Rams all year, and last week kind of proved me right. So I'm going to go Seattle -1.5. We've got the Eagles at the Cowboys. The Eagles are a 2.5 point favorite, over under 50. Philadelphia has gone under 6 of 8. Dallas is 4-10 against the spread. I'm going to go under 50 here. Just 2 offenses that aren't scoring a lot of points. I can see this being like a 23-20 type game. And Sunday Night Football. This is another game that I'm really looking forward to. We have a really good slate here. Titans at the Packers. Packers are a 3 point favorite, over under 55.5. Tennessee is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5. Green Bay is 2-4 against the spread in their last 6. My pick is over 55.5, -110. 2 high-powered offenses, 2 really bad defenses. So I see a lot of points here. Alrighty. That's all the NFL games this weekend. We'll move into the card. We've got a little bit of college football. Trying to stay away from the bowl picks. I know we did get lucky in that Hawaii bowl win. We took them plus 10.5, and they ended up pretty much dominating the game. It was never in question. And we're going to roll the dice a little bit with the NBA picks. Still going to let a couple more games play out before I really dive into the NBA. But got 2 teams that I really liked these past games that we're going to try again. College football, we've got Georgia State versus Western Kentucky. I've got Georgia State -3.5, -110. Put 1 unit on that. Got Liberty against Coastal Carolina. This is a game that I'm kind of looking forward to. I think Liberty's a better team. Coastal Carolina is kind of the darling Cinderella team this year, but Liberty was playing a really tough schedule, playing against mostly ACC teams. I've got Liberty plus 6.5 at -102. I don't know if they'll win, but I think they'll keep it pretty close. Moving on to some college basketball, we got Ohio State and Northwestern. Ohio State -3.5 at -105. Put 1 unit on that. We've got Gonzaga and UVA. Gonzaga is a 7.5 point favorite. I put 1 unit on that at -110. NBA, we've got the Grizzlies versus the Hawks. Grizzlies 1 point favorite at -110. This is pretty much a pick 'em. I like Ja Morant, so we're going to put a little bit of money on him. Wizards -2, -110 versus the Magic. Really like Russell Westbrook. Triple-double in his first game. I told you I really like the Wizards against the spread this year. I think they're going to be dogs in most of their games, but they're going to keep it close with Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal scoring a lot of points. Taking the Wizards -2 at -110 here. NFL card. Got 4 NFL games that we're looking at. Really like the NFL slate this weekend. That will be where all my attention is at. Only 2 more weeks of regular season NFL, so we need to make a little bit of money with that. Got Raiders money line versus the Dolphins at +120. Like I said, I think this is just a letdown for the Dolphins. I'm not convinced on Tua. Their defense keeps them in games, but a close game here. I think the Raiders squeak it out. I've got the Washington football team -1 at -105. Really confident in them winning this game and moving on to the playoffs. I got the Seahawks -1.5 at -102 versus the Rams. Like I said, I'm not sold on the Rams. I think this is a touchdown, 10-point game. Feel pretty confident in the Seahawks. And my hammer pick of the week, going back with the Titans, got the Titans money line versus the Packers. I think the Titans run game is what it's going to come down to. See Derrick Henry getting 150, 160, 170 yards versus this defense. Taking the Titans money line +148, putting 2 units on it. That's our card for the week. So enjoy a big weekend of football, big weekend of basketball, and we'll see you on Monday.